Let's go to BSides SF.
BSides is a cybersecurity conference, and this is my first time attending. I'm super excited. It's always awesome to be surrounded by security professionals and like-minded people. I enjoy these gatherings and events a lot. The theme of the conference this year was dragons, and the art was absolutely amazing.
Great.
Hi everyone, I'm here at BSides SF 2025 and I'm super excited because I have the chance to speak with an incredible cybersecurity leader, Ayman. Hi Ayman, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Good, how are you? How are you doing?
Good. So, what are your impressions of BSides this year? Anything that stood out to you?
Well, like every year, I wish I could go to more of the talks, but I didn't get a chance. So I actually brought my kids yesterday. So I was just kind of showing them around and getting them, some swag. And today, but it's great. I love the theme, and a lot of friends are giving talks, so I'm looking to catch up on their talks later.
That's awesome. So for first timers at conferences like BSides, are there any tips or tricks to make the most out of it?
It's interesting. For first time, there's so much to take in. Conferences like this, there's so much to take in. So I think do a little bit of everything is a good approach. A little bit of talks, a little bit of the villages, talk to some of the vendors, see what's out there. Meet some random people, talk to random people online, while you're waiting for lunch or whatnot. I encourage all that kind of stuff, and that way you'll have a wholesome experience at any conference.
So like network prior to the event online and then meet them at the event, or?
No, mostly so say you go to an event, say you don't know anybody there, you just go. Of course it's nice if you have a friend with you, but that's not always the case. And so attend a talk, great. And then go to the villages. There's all different kind of villages, lockpicking village, AI village, whatnot. And then while you're in line, just randomly waiting for, say, lunch or whatever it is, talk to the person behind you or in front of you. Start up a conversation. And that kind of like real world networking, you might make a friend from that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Great advice, thank you. So another question, as a leader in cybersecurity, what qualities do you look for usually when hiring or building a team?
That's a good question. I'm looking for someone that one, brings skills to the table, so brings existing skills to the table, but also has an ability to adapt. So they need to learn a new environment. They need to adapt to what's going on, and not be just siloed in one, their particular position. I work with a lot of startups, so I'm coming from that lens, and so I'm looking for someone that could, not necessarily hitting the ground running is also good, but also someone that could adapt and wear multiple hats and learn quickly. I think if you could learn quickly and adapt, you'll be great in any field.
Awesome. So, if someone is starting cybersecurity in 2025, what would you recommend that they would start learning first?
That's a really good question. I think you just need to have, so generally, if you're gonna start from 2025 now, I don't know where they're coming from. Are they already employed? Are they students? It's a big question. Do you have an area? Maybe?
So if someone is a junior, either breaking in or 1 to 2 years experience in the industry, and they want to upskill and everything is changing with AI, so what would be your recommendation?
Yeah, so try to learn, get a broad sense of the security field. So that's always just good. Some of the basics. Always stay on top of news, okay? Learn how breaches happen, because if you're gonna, most of the jobs are defenders. So if you're gonna be a defender, you need to learn how a breach happened. Also keep your expectations realistic. So, a lot of people are really attracted to the pen test part of the field, but unless you're doing pen testing already, which I encourage anyone to do, go hop on and do some bug bounty and things like that. But a lot of people are attracted to that, and I encourage doing that. But there's so many more areas to the field, as you know, than just pen testing. There's, even just from say SOC analysts, program managers, engineers, architects, building tools, things like that. Those are all really good skills. And then from there, I think you mentioned AI. It's really important to leverage AI to, the best of your ability. Whether you like it or not, it's here. And so you have to kind of adapt, and that's part of what I said before is being adaptable and learning. So anyway, learning a broad set of skills, and then find something that you like. Find something that you like, because if you're going to do this job, don't do it for the money necessarily, although the money is attractive. But you should like you should like the job. And like I said before, there's so many areas to the field. So keep trying different things in the field until you find something that you like. Maybe you're a builder, maybe you're a breaker, maybe you like both, maybe you like social engineering, so there's so many different areas.
Awesome. So one last question, Ayman. How do you think AI will change cybersecurity?
Wow, this is an excellent question, and it's an important question. You have the folks that say it won't affect it. You have others that say, it's going to totally change it. Listen, the reality is AI is here, like I said before, and a lot of companies are now adopting AI into their platforms, right? And then new companies are coming up with AI right from the beginning. So AI is going to affect everyone, from the analysts all the way to the CISO. What I would say for those looking to get into the field, listen, AI. There's a lot of stuff in cybersecurity that's not glamorous. That's a lot of grunt work. That's boring. That's annoying. That stuff's going to get replaced right away. I think sooner than later. The analyst stuff, the compliance stuff, that's going to at least get augmented. Everything is going to begin. The first stage is going to be augmented, right? Not necessarily fully replace teams, but start augmenting, or maybe someone say they have a budget and they have to decide should they open a headcount for a SOC analyst, or should they get a tool to see if it could do 80% of that SOC analyst's job. What is that person going to do, right? So at the end of the day, it's a cost decision. Look at RSA last year or two, right? AI is all over the place. Whether it's actually being used or not, that's debatable. But moving up the chain, right? There's a company that came out that said they want to replace the CISO with AI, right? And then there's stuff in the middle that are looking to replace, say, senior engineers and architects and stuff with AI, or at least augment. So, that's something to really think about. Now, you're still going to need humans because every environment is different, and why not? But I think for those looking to enter the field, it's just more pressure on them to really increase their skills and know what they're talking about. In fact, I talk to students, and they're kind of hooked on AI in computer science, and they're using AI to leverage their classwork. But as many of the professors tell them, you could get an A, but you won't get a job. Okay. So you still need to know, you could take a self-driving car, but you need to know how to drive still, right? So I think approaching it with that mindset is important.
Awesome, great insights and advice. Thank you so much, Ayman, for your time. It was a pleasure.
All right, thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you. The conference had a lot of great villages. They had a career village where attendees could connect with employers and organizations to receive career advice. These conferences are great places to connect and network with folks in the industry. I had the chance to meet Jason Haddix. I recently took his course, The Bug Hunter's Methodology, and found it very beneficial. I also had the chance to meet Tanya Janca. Her book, Alice and Bob Learn Application Security, is definitely on my reading list. And it wouldn't be a security conference without swag. I picked up beautiful stickers, the badge design was stunning, and I got a comic book written by Vivek Ramachandran. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to see the latest content. I benefited a lot from the conference. I encourage you all to go to conferences, meet people, and network with them. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.